Hello, everyone, and welcome to the ImaginAdventures Podcast. This is Mahina, and I'm very happy to have you back here for yet another wonderful episode. So, today I want to talk about the 5 things that you need to manifest. Whatever it is that you want in your life, you need those 5 things. And the best thing about that is that I'm going to list 5 things that you need, but that you actually already have, whether you realize it or not. So let's dive in. Okay, so the first thing that anyone needs to manifest. So manifest means attract or create something that you really desire or want into your life. So number 1 is clarity. You need to have a goal and a vision about what it is that you really want to manifest into your life. Now, we all believe that we know what we want, and sometimes we actually feel really lost because we don't know what we want. Now, one thing you can do is, if you have an idea as to what you want, try and actually put it into words. Just say I want, and list down what it is that you really want. When you've done that, try and make it more specific. So if you say I want to be happy, it is too vague. Everybody wants to be happy, but what is really interesting is to try and formulate some kind of long-term and short-term vision for yourself. So a vision can be maybe in 5 to 10 years time. Where do you see yourself? How do you want to feel? That is my number 1 question. What are the feelings that you want to be feeling in 5 to 10 years time when you've manifested your dreams? And then you can go on to smaller goals. So, what it is that you want to accomplish within the next 5 years. And again, how will that make you feel? So for each goal, just list down the feeling next to it. Very, very important. You will probably realize that you end up wanting to experience the same feeling over and over and over again. So all of your goals and your vision are there because you want to feel something very specific. Or, so for example, feeling loved, or feeling free, or having financial freedom, whatever it is for you. Or you may find that you want to experience different feelings, and that is absolutely fine as well. And then what you do with that is you create a little summary of that vision, and you put in just 2 or 3 sentences, you put that down on a piece of paper. And I want you to begin with the feelings. So you begin by writing, I feel wonderful knowing that I have da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Not I have my dream home and I feel wonderful about that. Or I have my dream job and I feel financially free. No, I feel, or I love knowing that I feel financially free because I have my dream home or job. So that is my recommendation anyway. And for those of you who have no idea what you want in the long term, maybe what you want to do, what you want to have, maybe try and list down first the things that you know you do not want. So let's say you've just left a job or an abusive relationship, and you kind of at a crossroad in your life, and you don't really know where you're going and what you really want in life. That's okay. I've been there, and you know what? I've realized that sometimes you have a dream that you want to create and it naturally comes to you and you're going to do whatever it takes to create it. Other times when you lose everything, mostly in your life, you kind of have to recreate a vision or something for you that's going to work for you. And when you do that, the best way to start is by listing the things that you know you don't want. So just list down the things that you don't want in your life. So you don't want to be mistreated, you don't want to work for a boss, you don't want to work a 9-to-5 job, you don't want to have money issues, whatever it is. And then slowly you're going to see a pattern emerge and then try and list the things that you actually like about things that you want. So you want to live in the forest because again, put the feeling next to it. So you want to live in the forest feeling peaceful. You want to have your own business, feeling financially free. You want to have a new baby, feeling a mother again, whatever it is for you. So that can help. So that was number one, a goal or a vision or both, and clarity. So this is what you need to manifest what you want, and believe it or not, it is already within you. Number two is determination. Where there's a will, there's a way. It's just something my own mother used to tell me, and she told me that for years, and I used to keep telling her, not quite believing it, until I realized that when we are very clear on what we want, there's literally no other option. We want to go for it, and we want to get that because we know that this is a very powerful, strong desire. So that's how powerful your goal and vision need to be. So strong and so exciting, and you're so enthusiastic about it, you're so into it that you will stop at nothing to do and get what it is that you want. Obviously, it needs to be something that makes you feel good and it's good for everybody else too. Okay, so determination, resilience. That means when you have an obstacle in front of you, you do not give up. You keep going. Think of yourself as a waterfall. You're going down. You're going downstream, and you're not going to stop. And you know that you're going to get to the sea no matter what, and no matter how many rocks or obstacles are on your path. You're going to flow around them or through them or above them. You're going to be fine because you're so determined that nothing and no one can stop you. And usually, if you're not determined enough, that's what I believe, either you think you're stuck in life because you have maybe a mortgage or a debt to pay or a family, but I really believe that if you think outside the box, there's always a way to make your dreams come true. Just take the time to focus on what it is you really want, and you will find a way to get there. There's nothing that can really stop you if that's what you really want. If, for example, you have a vision and you're not quite determined to achieve it, it's kind of okay not to do it because it is probably not what you really, really want. Trust me, when you know what you want, you just have no choice but going about it. But having, again, that clarity is what's going to help you. So clarity and then determination. Now, after determination, it's actually part of it, is you've got to be both determined, that means ready to do whatever it takes to get to where you want to go, but also very patient. Patience is number 3, and it linked to number 4. But patience is the knowing that it is coming. It is on its way, but while you're taking inspired action, it's very important to be patient with yourself, understanding that you have what it takes within you, not doubting anything. This is linked to number 4, trust. So patience and trust to me go hand in hand. Actually, all of them go hand in hand, but you've got to be patient. You've got to understand that there is no time, there's no space in the quantum realm. So whether something takes 2 years or 5 years or 10 years or 2 days to manifest, to come into your reality, doesn't actually matter. Time is not what matters. What matters is the feeling that you're going to be feeling when that manifests. And that feeling, again, you can choose to feel it now if you wanted to. That is the best way to manifest things into your reality. Begin to feel as if you already have what you want. And again, I work with my clients on that on a very, very in-depth level, to the point that basically the universe has no other choice but to bring you what you're so clear about, what you're so determined to get, what you're patiently waiting for, and then number 4, what you trust you're going to have. Trust is very important. It is about trusting the process of life, trusting that you're here for a specific reason. It's not that you're not special, and it's not that you're more special than anybody else. We are all special in our own ways, And we are all there, both as part of a grand scheme of life, and we also have that free will, that ability to decide on what it is that we want, to follow our heart, and to create what it is that we want to create. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing, what life is. So trust that you both have the inner resources to get to what you want and to get to where you want, but that also there is some kind of benevolent force outside, whether you call it God or the universe or whatever. When you begin to notice that synchronicities show up in your life, that when you have clarity, when you're determined, when you're patient, and when you trust, you will see signs everywhere. Signs will appear everywhere. You will only begin to notice that, okay, you are on the right path, because you are. And that brings me to literally the number 5 thing that you need to manifest and that you already have within you is your authenticity. This actually could be number 1 or number 5. It is linked to everything. It's basically your ability and the necessity for you to be authentic, to be fully you, to be fully aligned with your own personal values, no matter what you do. Follow your heart. Do what it is that you love. Do what makes you happy. You. If you do things for other people, it's not going to work. If you do things with an ego-driven perspective, it's not going to work. You got to do something, have that clarity and that vision of your ideal life, what it looks like, what it feels like, what it makes you so happy that you become so determined. You're going to do anything that you have to do to get there. That does not mean crushing others along the path. That means, on the contrary, being so determined that you're going to flow with the path, you're going to go to where you want to go, being the best person you can be, because you're going to be fully authentic, you're going to be you. Then having the patience, knowing that you got it within you to create what it is that you want to create. So it doesn't actually matter when it's going to happen. It is coming, it is on its way, and that linked to trust. That trust that you have got what it takes. No doubting yourself anymore. You are worthy, you are there. You have that desire, that ability to create what you want, that desire to create this particular thing or situation in your life, because you can do it. You wouldn't have the desire if you couldn't do it. And our imagination plays a massive role here. And again, that's what I work on with clients, because our imagination to me is our best and most important tool to help us manifest what we want. But just by using those 5 things, you can manifest what it is that you want in your life. And these are very important things. These are things that we almost take for granted or we forget, but you need them to manifest what you want. And the greatest thing about that is that you already have them within you. Everyone has the ability to get clear on something. Just take a little bit of time, take an hour or 2 during your week, every week maybe if you have to, at the beginning, and get clear on your vision, your big vision, on your smaller goals. Get clear on what it is exactly that you want and how you want to feel. And then get determined, get so excited about that goal of yours that you're going to get there. You are going to do what you have to do to get there. So what are the action and the steps that you can take right now to be closer and closer to your goals? And then the patience, remember that everything happens in life. Change is always happening. Time is always flowing. You can't stop time. Things are moving, so things are happening. So just be patient as you take inspired action. And literally in patient, I would say, enjoy the journey. This is where you enjoy the unfolding of your dream coming true. And then trust that it is coming. It is on its way. It is yours already. And be you. Be you. Be 100% you. Don't let anybody tell you that you cannot do this or you cannot be that. You can be, do, and have anything that you really want in this life. Trust me on that. I've made every single one of my dreams come true, and I help people make their dreams come true. It's part of my writing and self-publishing program, showing people that they can write and publish their first book in 90 days. It's not just about having a tangible book in your hand. It is also about showing them, and you, if you want to be a part of this, that you can achieve your dreams in a certain amount of time when you've decided that this is what you were going to do, and it works in every area of your life. So again, if you're interested in knowing more, feel free to send me a message. You can connect with me in my private Facebook group called ImaginAdventures, where dreams become reality. So I hope you enjoyed this podcast. Please feel free to ask any questions. I love answering questions as well, whether it is about manifestation or anything that you want to ask about or about my program. I'm here for you anytime. Drop me a message whenever you feel like it. Please say in the comments what you think about that podcast and if you've enjoyed it. And I wish you a beautiful day or evening, and I will see you soon. Bye.